The winner of the Dump Truck Award goes to... Today, we're going to be counting down our top 10 book baddies of all time. Now, warning, a few minor spoilers, but I'll let you know beforehand so you can skip them. I've decided to make this video once a year to see how the lineup has changed. But yes, today you are all going to see my gooner level and how good my taste is. Throughout the video, along with listing the objective top 10 baddies, I'm also going to give out 5 secret awards to various baddies on this list. To find out what they are, make sure you watch all the way through. One last thing before we get into it. You're gonna find a very consistent theme with the members of this list. If you figure out what that is, let me know in the comments. Let us list my honorable mentions in no particular order. Honorable mention 1, Shalon Devar from the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. After a certain scene in Wind and Truth, you know. I debated moving her up higher, but I think I'll make that decision after I do my reread sometime in the next year maybe, because the events of Wind and Truth might significantly impact where she goes on this list, and I just need a reread so I can process that. The possibility that she goes up to top 5 when the next act comes out is high. Shalon's sarcastic and funny attitude, coupled with her extreme trauma and terrible coping mechanisms, is just the absolute definition of hot girl shit. Plus, I just know for a fact she got a dumpy on her, bro. I'm so confident in my belief that Shalon is a fat ass that if Brandon Sanderson ever canonizes that she doesn't have one, I'll go to the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, I think it's Las Vegas, and eat the biggest burger they got in a single sitting. Honorable mention 2, Hera Hark, known to Jesimus, from the Locked Tomb series by Tamsin Muir. I never know if I'm saying Muir's last name right, so if I'm not, I apologize. Hera's sassiness and know-it-all attitude as compensation for childhood trauma is hot girl shit once again. What do I keep telling y'all? Well, I say know-it-all, but she's actually a genius. Just has the genius to back up the attitude, and it's hot. Extra hot. Does freaky bone shit? Hell yeah, bro. So do I. Plus, look at her on the cover of Harrow the Ninth. I think I'm gonna nosebleed. Oh, what's that I hear? Our first secret award going to an honorable mention? Yes, that's right. Hera Hark has earned herself the BFF Award, Best Friends Forever Award. This birch is low-key so mean. It's so hot. But somehow, in ways that I still do not understand, this birch is ride or die her homies. Mostly only one homie in particular. That type of loyalty moves a man's heart. What can I say? The lengths Hera will go to for her homie is insanity. Finally, honorable mention 3, we have Bloody Rose from the second book in the Kings of the Wild series. Bloody Rose. You know, it's just the same shit from the last 2, kind of. Terrible coping mechanisms from trauma. Total badass fighter. Insane red hair. That does not apply to Hera. Bro, hot girl shit. And most importantly, MILF! Load, help me. All right, now we're starting the countdown. Coming in at number 10, we have Matsuda Misaki from the Sword of Kaigen. Baddie MILF with a blade. What can I say, gamers? Takaru, her husband, is the biggest thrower of all time. Imagine spending like 20-something years with all that and not appreciating her. If I ever see Matsuda Takaru, it's on freaking sight, bro. I don't give a shit if I lose. I have my honor and my morals to uphold. How could you treat her like that, bro? I don't give a shit how the book ends. You my op, dog. You my fucking op. I will never, ever tolerate MILF disrespect. My first words when exiting the womb were, I vow to be a MILF defender so long as I live. Word on the street is at least 2 of the nurses and the doctor herself fainted when they heard my commitment. Anyway, back to Misaki. So powerful. A badass fighter. A little traumatized. But like I keep saying in this video, trauma is hot girl shit. Who cares if she got no ice powers? She's clearly the best fighter in the family. It don't even freaking matter. Are you enjoying the most down bad video I think I've ever made in my entire life? Make sure you like, subscribe, check out my sponsor and my wish list. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Tome. Back to the video. Coming in at number 9, we have Monza Mercado from Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie. First of all, she's got a cat in her name. Automatic top 10. I'm kidding. No, man. Maybe not. She may be a rage queen. She may have broken every bone in her body. She may put Kelsier's scars to shame. She may have kind of a messed up hand. But Lord, that fight does something to me. That one scene in the brothel/inn thing. Nothing actually happened, but it was the vibe. It was the environment. It was the aura. This woman is just so fierce, bro. She literally became left-handed just so she could use her sword. And she still steamrolls people in her non-dominant hand. That's crazy. With the next thing I'm about to say about Monza, just know that she would be on this list regardless. Okay, but it definitely reinforced my confidence that she should be here. So before I started reading the book, I was aware that there was an adaptation in the works. And guess who is playing Monza? Rebecca Ferguson, baby! Zoe mom! For anybody that doesn't know, Rebecca Ferguson was Paul Atreides' mother in Dune. Yeah, her, yeah. But anyway, for the entire book, I was imagining Monza as Rebecca Ferguson. Or Rebecca Ferguson as Monza. Baddie! If I do a reread of this book, she will probably move up. Coming in at number 8, we have Camilla the Sixth from the Locked Tomb series. Bro, look at her. During my read of Gideon the Ninth, I accidentally glossed over her description and imagined her as this chick from Danganronpa 3. I never finished that game, so don't spoil what happens. I'm gonna get back to it eventually. But Camilla was my biggest baddie in Gideon the Ninth. After I finished that book, I looked up artwork of her only to find out she is in fact hotter than I thought. Look at her, bro. Look at her. Her skin, her hair, her kind of Hispanic name. Every time I think about her cool attitude, her dual wielding, her sick ass hair, her deadpan face, I get a Sanji level nosebleed. Speaking of deadpan faces, we have stumbled upon our second of our 4 or 5 secret awards. I don't remember how many secret awards I said. 5. I hereby award Camilla the Sixth the Aubrey Plaza Award. Nobody does a deadpan face hotter. When I saw Camilla's various artworks, to quote a very wise man, now I know how poor my imagination is. Shout out Moira Quirk for the phenomenal voice acting that has changed my life. Coming in at number 7, we have Call Shaelinsan from the Green Bone Saga. Before I even get into it, she was on the thumbnail. Look at this artwork. Bro, look at her aura. She literally radiates. Holy shit. Shay's a total badass with not only martial capabilities, but her brains as well. As the weatherman, she is the politician, the main businessman of the Call family. And while politicians and businessmen IRL freaking suck, Shay does anything but. She is literally so cool. I had a crush on her the entire time I was reading this series. Yes, she may have some questionable morals and does some other things that I wouldn't do to someone else. But this is fantasy, so I'll just like look the other way. Also, spoilers if you have not read Jade Legacy. Skip to this timestamp, okay? Skipped. MILF, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, she was already so hot before, and now she's a MILF. Lord freaking help me. I'm seeing the stars. Coming in at number 6, we have Virginia Al Augustus, aka Mustang from Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Ding, ding, ding. What is that? Another secret award? Mustang wins the if I were to actually get married to any of these women, she would be the safest choice and the one I would actually pick award. Y'all know those stats in Mario Kart? Mustang would literally have them all just maxed out except for like the crazy stat. If we're going by more conventional standards and not necessarily by hot girl shit standards, which I like both, just to throw it out there, okay? I like both. Mustang might actually be the perfect woman. A literal genius, good coping skills, I think, a good leader, super physically strong, crazy combat skills, and she's ridiculously hot. If this was a list of objectively the best women to marry, Mustang would be number 1. Daryl cooked with this one. GG's, my brother. Now, spoilers for the ending of Morningstar and the entirety of the most recent 3 books. This is your warning. Skip now to this timestamp. MILF! She's a MILF now. Bro, I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't believe she got even hotter by becoming a MILF. Oh, I can't believe this. Coming in at number 4, we have Mercy Morn the First from Harrow the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. Does a 10,000-year-old immortal count as a MILF? In my eyes, it does. So MILF. Mercy Morn is definitely lost it. There's no way you live 10,000 years and are still sane. Nuh-uh. But that's okay. She's still my baddie. Her attitude is absolutely terrible, and she literally despises everybody except for like one person, maybe. The way she talks back and will sacrifice your life for the most minimal thing, it's so hot. God, Lord help me. She would probably be the worst person to marry on this list. She literally has no good qualities except for the fact that she's hot. The voice Moira Quirk does and her shitty attitude, I love it. Every time I heard her speak, I had those freaking Sanji hard eyes. I would do anything she asked of me. She is not a good person. but I acknowledge that and I choose to be down bad anyway. Coming in at number 4. Oh, secret award time. That's right. The winner of the Dump Truck Award goes to Yasna Colin from the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. We'll get into her personality / abilities and why I love her, but before we do, look at this. I dare you to try and tell me she ain't got the fattest dumpy on this list. You can't, because she does. Like, oh my god, in every single artwork she got that thing on her. Brandon, canonize Yasna having the fattest ass in the Stormlight Archive right now. Okay, now that that's out of the way, first, she's tall as shit, so hell yeah. Second, she's probably the smartest or the second smartest character in the Stormlight Archive. She's a literal genius, a prodigy. Her powers are actually so freaking dope. The ability to just like dematerialize somebody right then and there. My heart. Imagine if she did that to me. I would be so honored. I love her relationship with her spren. The reason why she ended her most recent relationship actually makes her hotter. She is absolutely the runner-up for the Aubrey Plaza Award. Her deadpan stares must go absolutely insane. She's just an absolute giga chad. I'm telling y'all, on a slightly separate note, the hottest girls I've ever seen are always asexual. But Yasna Colin, easily worthy of top 5. Unfortunately, my dumbass could still never win her hetero romantic heart. Coming in at number 3, we have Orca from the Bloodsworn Saga. Muscle mommy, MILF baby, god tier MILF. I bet she's just jacked out the wazoo, bro. She's a giant badass. Easily the second most fearsome baddie on this list. In this regard, it only gets beaten out by one other, who we'll talk about next. But Orca is tall, bro. Hell yeah. She's got blonde hair. I'm telling y'all, something about tall, jacked girls with blonde hair go absolutely just insane. She's actually relatively introspective about herself and her past choices, which, giant green flag. If she loves you, she will fight her way through the depths of hell if necessary for you. She even has tender moments, albeit rare. People who are tough as nails showing soft moments. Freaking nosebleed, bro. Orca is god tier. I can handle her. This might be a hot take. Orca might not be stealing the, if I were to actually get married to any of these women, she would be the safest choice and the one I would actually pick award from Mustang. But there's a chance that she could come close to Camilla or Misaki when it comes to taking that award away from Mustang. Coming in at number 2, we have Victra Al Julii from the Red Rising series. How do I explain Victra, bro? Take everything I just said about Orca and make her crazy and kind of irresponsible. She's just basically Orca with hot girl shit added on top. If I were to break my rule and give more awards, I would give Victra the absolute demon award. Y'all know that scene at the end of Rogue One with Darth Vader? The absolute fear you feel when you see that lightsaber? That's what she inflicts on other people. It's so hot. Every time we get to be in her presence, I'm over here giggling and kicking my feet. Biggest badass of all time. To recap, take Orca, make her more fearsome, add on a little bit of insanity, hatred, slight level of violence, grudge holding, all hot girl shit, I'm telling y'all. And plus, this is a spoiler. Skip to this timestamp I'm putting up. Okay. You skipped? She's a MILF! She also got that mama bear energy! Oh my god. Finally, we are at number 1. So who is my number 1 book baddie of all time? And the winner of our last secret award. She is Navani Colin from the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. She wins the GMOT Award. GMOT stands for Greatest MILF of All Time. Well, I guess technically she's a GILF, but a GILF is a subcategory of MILF. So in my mind, it still works out. And I think just objectively, it still works out. But what can I say, bro? A brilliant engineer / scientist, tall. All Alethi are tall, so this might be cheating. I don't know if it counts. It counts to me. She's tall relative to me. She's kind but firm, beautiful, and totally badass in her own way. I think she's the dream girl for all of us. I'm not gonna lie, guys. She's the type of woman you want to grow old with, start a loving family with. Dalinar absolutely cooked. Gavilar can suck my freaking dick, that little birch. He did not appreciate how great of a woman his wife is. But Dalinar, my goat, did. Every time Dalinar is in a scene with Navani, bro is absolutely just tweaking about how perfect she is. And I was too, to be honest. I'd get a nosebleed every time she was on the page. And then when we got like half of Rhythm of War from her POV, bro, my dream come freaking true. I declare Navani Colin my baddest baddie. Congrats. You deserve it. Marry me. The only reason why she didn't win the Give me a sec. If I were to actually get married to any of these women, she would be the safest choice. And the one I would actually pick a ward is because she might be a little too old. But if I met young Navani, I would want to grow old with her. She would just die way too soon before me and leave me alone without my baddest baddie of all time. And I think that's valid. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know your list of baddies and what you think of mine. Make sure you check out all my socials and stuff in the description. And I'll see you in the next video.